In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to integrate your Genovo account with Intelliflo Office, the back office software from Intelliflo. I will also show you how, having set up the integration, you can seamlessly pull both client and plan data from I/O into Genovo, saving you lots of time as you'll never need to rekey this information. It's really easy to set up the integration. Simply visit the Intelliflo store and search for the Genovo app. When you scroll to the bottom of the page, there will be a green button that, depending on your permissions, will say either Install App or Request App. If the button says Install App, you will be presented with terms and conditions that you will need to confirm acceptance of. If the button states Request App, clicking it will result in your Intelliflo Office administrator receiving an email with a link to provide permission for you to enable the integration. Once your administrator has granted permission, you will need to return to the Genovo page on the Intelliflo store, where the green button will now say Install App, and from there you can continue to confirming your acceptance of the terms and conditions. Please note your I/O subscription will automatically increase by £4 plus VAT per month for each user installation. Don't worry if you don't already have a Genovo account. You can sign up for a 30-day free trial of Genovo via the Genovo website by clicking the orange Sign Up button in the top right-hand corner of every page. We would, however, suggest that you do this before you try to install the I/O integration. Having successfully entered your Genovo username and password, you'll be directed back to the Intelliflo store, where you'll notice that the green button at the bottom of the page is now greyed out. Your integration is now active. However, before you can start using the integration, you'll need to log back into Genovo and confirm your acceptance for your data to be passed from I/O to your Genovo account. To do this, simply click on the integrations icon on the main dashboard, then click on the Manage Integration link for I/O, and then Verify Integration. Next, you'll be prompted to confirm your acceptance within the I/O permissions page. Assuming you're happy to proceed, click Yes Allow, and you'll return to the Manage Integration page within Genovo, where you'll notice that the status of the I/O integration now shows as active and verified. You should note that for security reasons, your I/O credentials will only remain authenticated for 30 days. Therefore, you will be prompted to refresh the integration by re-entering your I/O username and password every 30 days. OK, now that your integration is active and verified, you can pull I/O data into Genovo. So let's take a look at how this works, starting with clients. The clients that you pull across from I/O will be stored in the Client and Report library within Genovo, which you can access via the library's dashboard. However, when you want to write a report for a new or existing client, this is done via Write Report. So, as an example, let's say I, Patricia Paraplanner, who's been added to my company's Genovo account as a writer user, want to write a report to Simon Sample on behalf of Andy Advisor, who's been added to the account as a reader user because he doesn't write any of his own reports. To add a new client, click the relevant Add Client button, and you'll be directed to the Add Client window for the selected type of client. If you're subscribed to a multi-user plan and View All Users Clients/Reports has been activated for your Genovo account, you'll notice a drop-down box at the top of the window containing a list of other users on your account. It's here that you can select the user, whose client library you're adding the client to, like so. As an integrated user, you'll also notice the Add from CRM button. To import a client from I/O, simply click the button and a new window will open like so. You can use the search function to locate the client you want to add, and any results matching your search will be displayed below. It is important to note that you will only be able to view the clients that you see when you log in to your own I/O account. So, if a client does not appear in your search results, please check your I/O settings and permissions in the first instance. To import a client, click the Add Client hyperlink, and the data contained in any integrated fields, those marked up with a green border, will be automatically inserted like so. Click Save to add the data into the client library, and you can then edit any integrated fields, should you need to, and complete any of the non-integrated fields as required. On clicking Save and Exit on the last tab, or closing the window with the X, you'll be returned to the Write Report page, where you'll see the client has been added to the selected clients list, and an integration icon has been included to the left of the client's name to indicate that they are an integrated client. It is also worth highlighting that the integration is currently only one way, so if you do make any changes to the client data in Genovo, this won't sync back to I/O. Having created an integrated client within Genovo, you can quickly and easily refresh the data contained in the integrated fields at any time. To refresh an integrated client, click the Edit icon and then click the Update from CRM button like so. You'll notice that only the integrated fields, highlighted with a green border, will update. Any data you have saved in any non-integrated fields will remain as is and won't be overwritten. Click Save, then close the window and you're done. Okay, next let's have a look at plans. So, let's say we are reviewing Simon Sample's existing ISO and GIA with Transact. This review would take place in the Review of your existing investments section, so we add the section to the Report Builder, click on the Enter Wizard section icon, and then click Add Plans from CRM. You'll see a new window showing a list of all Simon's investment plans, including a brief summary of the plan information to help you identify the plans you want to import. You can add as many plans as you want in one go by selecting them with their checkbox. In this example, I'm just reviewing Simon's Transact plans, so I click the appropriate checkboxes and click the Add to Plans button at the bottom. The plans are then added to the plan summary table, and an integration icon is shown to indicate that they are integrated plans. You can then, as with integrated clients, edit any integrated fields, should you need to, and complete any non-integrated fields as required. If the plan has a linked portfolio in I/O, you will also notice that a current investment strategy is automatically created for the plan, and all the underlying investments, as well as their charges and allocations, will be automatically pulled through from I/O into Genovo. Having added a plan for an integrated client within Genovo, you can then really easily update the data contained in the integrated fields at any time, for example at their next annual review. As with clients, when you update an integrated plan, only integrated fields will update. Any data saved in any non-integrated fields will remain as is and won't be overwritten. To refresh an integrated plan, click the Update from CRM button. Having updated the plan, you can then edit any other fields as necessary. Click Save and you're done. You can also unlink a plan from I/O by clicking the Unlink from CRM button. This does not remove the plan or any of its data from Genovo, but it breaks the link between the plan in Genovo and the plan in I/O. Note that you can also unlink a client from I/O. This can only be done from the Client and Report library, and not when you're creating a report. Before I wrap up, I just wanted to make you aware that there is a section dedicated to the I/O integration in our knowledge base, which you can access at any time by clicking the knowledge base icon in the Genovo sidebar. In here, you'll find lots of useful articles on how to set up the integration and what client and plan data can be pulled in via the integration, amongst others. So that concludes this video tutorial on how to set up and use the integration with I/O. I hope it's proved useful.